That dude?
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome to Speak For Yourself, the most fearless show in sports, presented by Hyundai. Coming up, we'll tell you if the Rams look desperate trading for Jalen Ramsey. And an hour from now, we'll tell you if the Panthers just proved they've moved on from Cam Newton. But we start today with LeBron James. All right, what we're witnessing as it relates to LeBron James and the China controversy is a failure of the mainstream media to function properly and ethically. James, the hype man for Taco Tuesday, now looks like General Tso's chicken. In pursuit of a legacy that would surpass Michael Jordan's, LeBron James cast himself as the second iteration of the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Daryl Morey, the Chinese government, and protesters in Hong Kong have exposed the folly of James's quest and the enormity of his capitalistic greed. LeBron James wants to be Bill Gates far more than he wants to be Muhammad Ali. James's freedom fighting days are in the rearview mirror. Hong Kong protesters and freedom fighters are burning his jersey in the streets. And here at home, James's media sycophants have fallen silent or are distancing themselves from their king. LeBron said yesterday that he won't be talking about China anymore.
I plan on being here, being the captain of this team, and trying to figure out a way how we can win a championship. That's my main goal right now. I feel like I talked about it yesterday. I tweeted out a couple of responses to people not understanding, my knowledge of what it came from my brain and for me learning from the situation. I'm talking about it now, and I probably won't talk about it again because I'll be cheating my teammates by continuing to harp on something that won't benefit us, trying to win a championship, because that's what we're here for.
All right, I don't blame LeBron James for tapping out, and I actually have sympathy for him. We, the mainstream media, set him up for this colossal failure. We led him down this path. 5 years ago, when I worked at the alleged worldwide leader, I proposed a journalism project that would examine LeBron's pursuit of Muhammad Ali. I wanted a team of black journalists to explore the possibility of LeBron mimicking Ali. Had the project been executed, we would have explained to the public and James that in the 21st century, it's impossible for any athlete to duplicate what Ali did in the 1960s and 70s. America's changed, and so have the business and culture of sports. Ali answered to black religious leaders Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X. LeBron answers to Phil Knight and Adam Silver. And they answer to a global economic force in Asia that is run by a communist regime. You can't understand the game-changing impact of that fundamental difference, you're as naive as a 10-year-old child. Ali, Arthur Ashe, Jim Brown, Jackie Robinson, John Carlos, Tommy Smith, and the black athletes of yesteryear experienced firsthand the indignity and humiliation of second-class citizenry. They don't have to pretend that spray paint on a garage door they never saw equated to the pain of Emmett Till's mother. Only a pampered elite removed from the ravages of discrimination would make that analogy. LeBron is a multi-billion-dollar brand, not a slam-dunking Nelson Mandela knockoff. He was born with athletic gifts that in America cripple intellectual evolution until the athletic gifts diminish. Let me clarify. The smart play for an American kid as physically blessed as LeBron is to max out athletically before maxing out intellectually. All of this should have been and should be explained by the mainstream media. It's our job to inform the public so the public can have an informed opinion and realistic expectations. Our opinion and expectations for LeBron are not realistic, and neither are LeBron's. We have baited him into believing he can be the next Muhammad Ali. There will never be another Muhammad Ali, and we, the media, should inform athletes of this reality. If Ali were in his prime today, he'd be more like Mike Tyson and Cassius Clay. The money in sports changed professional athletes. They're individual businesses, not role models. I feel sorry for LeBron. He's been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. His image has been irrevocably damaged. The China controversy should expose Phil Knight and Adam Silver more than LeBron James. Knight and Silver are the real General Tso's chickens. All right, joining the desk now are Fox NBA analyst Jim Jackson and Yahoo Sports senior NBA insider Chris Haynes. Marcellus, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Has LeBron James damaged his reputation through this China controversy?
Absolutely. We all know he has. In terms of the balancing act that LeBron was living in his brand of being the king on the court and being someone authentic, understanding people's plights, being woke, being understandable of all the dynamics that go with coming from where he's from to where he is now. So, yeah, it takes a hit. And I tell you where it takes a hit. And it shouldn't be too profound, but everyone knows that incentives shape behavior. Simple as that. And what LeBron realized in this calculation is he went to a place where he saw the line. And he saw the line that was going to be an issue in terms of what his brand is. And he went exactly on brand. In that same moment, Adam Silver went on brand. James Harden, Mr. Adidas, who has connections to China, went on brand. And LeBron said, let me be on brand. But his brand, as they say in the Bible, be hot or cold, not lukewarm, or I'll spit you out my mouth. And now LeBron is feeling some of that venom. Here's my biggest issue with LeBron James. He just bankrupted the woke's economy and investment in him in terms of being authentic. That's what he did. And it's an issue because it's disingenuous. What you didn't include in your statements is the plight of those people in China. And if you're a person who believes in equality and humanity, that has no border. So what he did was go out there and show something that was inauthentic. It wasn't authentic to LeBron's brand. And now we're sitting here saying, LeBron, next time something comes up in any capacity in that scope, we're going to look at your side eye because you had your opportunity to step up in those moments. And obviously you didn't.
Go ahead, JJ.
Go ahead, big time.
Don't y'all pass this? I want to hear all of it first. That's what I want to do.
Well, look, has he damaged his reputation? I think public perception, yes, it's probably not going to be the same as it was. But I think if you look at the brand that LeBron is, the icon that he is, that's still going to remain intact. Nonetheless, it's going to be a blemish. But let's keep in mind, he never did, and I think that's his only mistake in not mentioning the flight of what's going on down there in China, the struggles, the obstacles that's going on over there. The only thing he did was condemn Daryl Morey. He was asked about Daryl Morey, and so he spoke on that. And that's what I think people are harping on. And I'll give everybody the fact that I don't think it was handled to the best of his ability. But the one problem, the issue he had, I think we all know, the issue he had was the timing of which Daryl Morey did that. He wasn't there in China. And so the timing of which the Nets and the Lakers were going over there, they had to deal with all that. They were locked in their hotel rooms. Look, I know they're 5-star hotel rooms, but they're 5-star. but they can't do. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if they're playing a game. They don't know who's waiting for them outside the door. Daryl Morey didn't have to deal with that, and then they're left with the questions that they're asked. So that's the only thing LeBron James has addressed is how he feels about what Daryl Morey did. He still hasn't addressed the issues that's going on over there.
Well, the original question, has he damaged his brand? Yes. Is it salvageable? Yes, because we've seen it throughout history. I'm going to go back to Muhammad Ali. When Ali was younger, when he went from Cassius to Ali, even people in the black community, because he ran his mouth, they weren't supporting Ali at the time. They said he was too loudmouth, he's damaging what's going on in the civil rights movement because he's standing out, especially when he said, I'm not going to war. Now, he sacrificed, but at the time he was going through it, a lot of people didn't agree with what he was doing. As he got further along into his career, as he gained more knowledge, he broke away from Elijah Muhammad. He really studied Islam from the basic tenets of what it meant. That's when he became Muhammad Ali. But through that process, he wasn't as worldly adorned as he was later on. So when you look at LeBron James, he's still trying to figure out how to navigate. LeBron James didn't say, I'm going to be the next Muhammad Ali.
Right.
But what he did was put himself in a position where people are going to look at him with a certain amount of power and influence, and how do you utilize that? I do think he stepped on his foot and his toe a little bit here by not acknowledging what's going on in Hong Kong. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go into deep political implications on what's going on, because you really don't know.
Yeah.
But you can speak on the fact that freedom of speech is very important, wherever that's at in the world, in a communist country, America, whatever it is. You could have left it there and then moved on. But he didn't give himself that opportunity because, again, the thing is, he got asked about Daryl Morey and he spoke about it. And I do believe when he said that more he wasn't educated. I don't think he meant on the fact of what's going on in Hong Kong, because this is the MIT grad. I think he meant it more so the implications of that text that he set out, what it does to the NBA. Because now, if China pulls out from an economic perspective billions of dollars, the salary cap goes down 10 to 15%. And people understand that in the NBA. So that's why they're trying to protect that, because as players, they look at it and say, salary cap goes down, I'm a free agent next year, I don't get paid as what I should get paid. So it's a lot more to it, but I do think LeBron's brand, depending on what he does moving forward, can be salvaged.
Everything is salvageable, and you're right. And there was layers to Muhammad Ali's progression, and you're 100% right. At that time, when he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, black people weren't on board. We were very hardcore Christians at that time. That's you know.